Hey Zubeyir.
Hi, Zack.
How are you?
Well, fine.
Okay.
Having a question. Shall we debate something?
Is it a question that you have, or is it a question from our audience?
Well, it was a question from audience that I just inherited into mine. Well, it was a really good question, though. I just can't pray for the future, right? Oh God, make me healthy in the next year.
Right now I'm sick and I want to be healthy.
Doesn't necessarily to be sick, but yeah, if I am sick or don't want to be sick, whatever, I can pray for the future.
Okay.
But we believe that the God is absolute, so He's out of the time span, timeline.
He's above all time.
Well, so the past and the future is something for me.
Yes.
And if He can see the whole thing at once, if I can pray for the future, why I couldn't or shouldn't pray for the past?
Oh.
Wow. It's a good question.
Yeah, because theoretically it makes sense. If you can pray for the future, then
why shouldn't you
be able to pray for things that happened in the past?
Or couldn't you?
Well, it means that theoretically we can, but how?
Well, let's try to dive deeper.
Okay.
You know, the jurisprudence says if you are an atheist for the to the age of 40, for example, or any age, literally, and you decided to be a believer, or you just believe in God, then whatever you do before that time just wiped out or cleared. Even they become, kind of resources that you can use rather than a baggage.
They're not cleared, they're changed from like trash to gold.
Wow. Beautiful explanation.
Okay, so that means everything that we did bad in the past becomes good for us and even evidence now for us.
Well,
so let me see how I understand. So if I was an atheist, and I used all of my human capabilities to deny God and found evidence for the for the denial of God. As soon as I become a believer, all of those previous evidences for denial actually become evidences for His existence. So they change, just like that, into something good. They become confirmation of His existence, actually. They don't just get wiped away. They are
just didn't delete it.
Yes. Which we often think they're actually translated into, this is an evidence for His existence.
Great. So, well, from this example, we can understand that we can somehow touch to the past.
Okay.
We have a relation, actually.
With the past.
With the past,
Yep.
just like the future. So, can we go from here to somewhere as a next step?
I mean, okay, I understand that I can change the things in the past, the actions that I did, the attitudes that I held in the past, in this moment, by changing my perspective right now.
So you can't change it. You can only just change your perspective.
I can change my perspective towards it.
So it just changes towards you.
Okay.
Just like your past, before you become a Muslim, or you got the idea.
Okay, so that basically means, yes, I can't change the actual actions themselves in the past.
The recordings, let's say.
Yeah. But I can change my understanding of them, which is the actual thing that I need to do. I mean,
yes.
They all became now evidences for God's existence.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so then now what about another person? Like, we say, I'll continue this question. Let's say a person's father is a believer.
Yeah.
But he doesn't, he didn't pray all of his prayers. He didn't deny that he needed to pray them, but he was lazy or whatever. He didn't pray all of them. And he's dead, and now he can't do it. It's in the past.
Well, yeah.
Can we do anything for that?
He was a believer, right?
He was a believer, and I'm putting this here.
So I suppose that we can.
Okay.
But, I'm just searching for an evidence in my head.
Okay, there is this jurisprudential understanding that if somebody didn't go on the Hajj pilgrimage,
well, yeah.
You, for example, could do the Hajj in your father's name, and it would be written for him and not you, if you did it with that intention. and it would count as his Hajj.
Okay.
Okay, so, I mean, you.
Yeah, I know it.
Okay, so that means that for the actual acts of worship, at least for Hajj, we can understand, for this pilgrimage, you can do it for somebody else. If the person's a believer, that there's that condition.
Even if he was dead, well, you can kind of record some action onto his account.
Yes, we can pay his debts for him. He's not responsible. If we pay his debts, he's not responsible for the debts.
Yeah.
Okay, well
that might be another example.
Okay, I've never heard anything in the jurisprudential line of actually doing the 5 prescribed prayers for another person. I don't know. I don't want to say that anything for sure, but as a general understanding, it seems as if yes, we can make prayers for somebody. We can also help somebody who has passed away in the past and it's as if we can offer him something.
Well, what I have,
as long as he's a believer.
Well, yeah. What I have in my mind after this discussion is, the moment that I experience, or my life actually, is the moment that I'm experiencing right now. It's not an actual time span. It's just a moment, and that, it's tiny slice of moment that I am in, and the past and the future are like mirrors that I can see myself through it.
I can see my needs in my future. I can see my needs right now through the mirror of the future.
Yeah, or the past.
Okay.
Whatever I experienced through it.
Yes.
So, well, it's striking. As long as I can change my perspective through those mirrors, they are changing to me.
Okay.
My past could be painful, or my past could be, joyful. It depends on how I look at it.
Yes, how my commentary is towards it.
Yeah, you're right. So just like the future. So, you got the sense that my past and the future are kind of the same.
Wait a second. Are you saying that actually we're only in this moment? That we only
aren't we?
I only live in the present moment, technically. I mean, really, and so the past, it's as if you're saying the past and the future are actually just extensions of this moment that I'm in right now.
And whatever I do or whatever I think for the future and the past, just shaping my now, nothing else.
It's like a movie that I saw that talks about dreams. It's as if we're dreaming in this world, and then 1 second is expanded into maybe an hour's worth of time. When I see a dream, maybe I dreamt for the dream's reality was 3 seconds in the time that we're in here, but the dream lasted within dream time for 10, 15, 20, maybe 1 hour. It's as if I'm seeing this moment being expanded outwards through the mirror of the past and the future. So you're saying there's really only one moment?
Well, I believe so, because the whole time span, it could be changed or altered in a way at 1 second, one split of a second. Like you just, you just lived 100 years maybe. You just go through a lot of hardships, and at one single moment you just realized something, and the whole time span just changed in your perspective at one moment. That means the whole lifespan is just one moment in a context.
Yeah, and you know what? Just to end on this note, when we think about any time in the past, I came to Turkey almost 6 years ago. I remember that moment just like it was yesterday. It's
always the same for everyone.
Exactly. Okay, that's good. Let's end here.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
We hope to see you next time. Please send more questions so that we can talk about them.
Well, yeah. See you next time. Bye.